Hey Crossword fans! Today we're going to be solving the New York Times crossword for Monday, April 19th, 2021. Alright, let's get started. One across, opening made by a letter opener. I think you would describe that as a slit. You would slit an envelope open. Yeah. Building off from our answer we have entered already. Actress Dame Maggie. That's Maggie Smith, right? From Downton Abbey? Yeah. Or Harry Potter movies, maybe? Woodworker's tool. That's a lathe. That's what you make table legs with. Old-fashioned fight club. This has a question mark at the end of it. That means it's a wordplay clue. So this isn't going to be about like an old-fashioned boxing club, which you would think by a standard reading of the clue, but it's going to be some kind of pun. So, old-fashioned fight club. I'm not actually sure where the pun is going to be on this one. Maybe it's on the word club, like it's an actual weapon that you would use in a fight, in an old-fashioned fight. Maybe it could be a mace, right? Like a big hammer type thing. Yeah, that's a nice punny clue there. Drinks akin to slush puppies could be ices. Hopefully it's going to be warm enough to drink ices pretty soon. Work as a sub. I guess that could be temp. Like if you're a temp worker, you're subbing in for someone. Let's just make sure we got these crosses correct. We've got some entries filled in here. New couple in a gossip column. Yeah, that's an item in gossip speak. He's Just Not That Into You, 2009 rom-com. Yeah, I remember that one. I didn't see it, but I do remember hearing that title. All right, let's take a look at this grid spanner here. I'm willing to pay that amount. So usually when you see quotes like this, that means you're going to have to come up with a phrase that's equivalent to the one that's in the clue. So I'm willing to pay that amount could be, maybe it could be the price is right. Yeah, not only is this a equivalent phrase clue, but I think this is probably a theme answer also, seeing as how it's a giant grid spanning answer and this is the name of a game show. So maybe we're gonna have a game show theme today. Yeah, I think that's highly probable. Okay, Paul who went on a midnight ride. That's Paul Revere. Warning that the British are coming. New newt is an F. This is a very crosswordy word. This is just something you're going to have to learn. Yeah, this is like an adolescent or young newt. It's just called an EFT, E-F-T. Put up as a monument. That could be erect. Muscular firmness. I think that's going to be tone. Yeah, a lot of people go into the gym to try and get toned. Blank Love Her, Beatles ballad. Is it But I Love Her? I don't know if I know this one. Maybe it's Yet I Love Her, because a B would be really bad here if you look at these letters going across. Having a B here would be very unlikely. Anti-Fur Org. That should be PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. So maybe it's not Yet I Love Her. Maybe it's And I Love Her. There we go. Wrinkle remover is going to be an iron. Look after as a fire, bar, or flock. That would be tend, right? You tend a fire, tend bar, or tend to your flock. Yeah. Pathetic could be pitiful. All right, let's keep building off of this theme answer here. Building manager for short. That could be a soup, right? That's short for superintendent. It's nice when they actually live in the building. Get value from, I guess could just be use. If you use something, you're getting value from it. Practices jabs and hooks. So this is boxing, right? And a practice boxing match is called sparring, right? So that could be spars. And you always want to make sure your tenses match. So this is kind of in the present tense here, practices. So it has to be spars in the present tense. Also, it wouldn't be sparred or spar. Wee bit. A little bit of something? What is that going to be? Pacific Island group that was once a setting for Survivor. Oh man. I definitely watched the first season of this show back in like 2000. It was like, oh man. I want to say it was something like Powley or something, but I definitely don't remember the proper name for it. 1940s nuclear event for short could be an A test, maybe? Atom bomb test? Yeah, that might be right. Bit of a tire that might say Miss Universe. Yeah, that should be a sash, right? If you win the Miss Universe pageant. Jabba the Blank is Jabba the Hutt. Yes, everyone's favorite villain. Palau, I want to say. Fashion designer Cassini. Ooh, this is a very tricky cross here. Yeah. Is this Oleg, maybe? It's kind of a Russian name. Yeah, a wee bit can be a skosh. Wow, this is a very hard corner. This is TV journalist Kurik. Will you be my KT Kurik? Okay, so this is really hard. This is two names next to each other, crossing kind of an obscure Palau, named for an island. And this is hard too, skosh. Skosh is a word that came from Japanese, actually. The word for a little bit of something in Japanese is skoshi. And this is sort of an Americanized version of that word. Wow. This is a very tough little knot up here. Yeah, this is definitely harder than a Monday should be, I think. This little section right here. Okay, Law and Order spinoff informally should be SVU. Special Victims Unit. Longtime advertiser at the Indy 500. I think that's probably STP. That's like motor oil, right? It's not Stone Temple Pilots. Razor sharpener at a barber shop. This is a $10 word for sure. This is called a strop. Yeah, sometimes you hear those old-fashioned razors called strop razors, and the strop is kind of the strap that they brush the metal on to sharpen it, to hone it. Yeah, that's a very tricky piece of vocab there. By way of for short. Maybe this is through. Yeah, this is kind of an informal short way of spelling through. The A of ETA, estimated time of arrival. Potato chip brand. There's Y's, but that doesn't work with the A there. Maybe it's Lay's? Yeah. All right, let's see if this next big answer is going to be a theme answer. Maybe it's another game show. If I can be honest here. So that should be to tell the truth. That's another equivalent phrase for if I can be honest here, right? And I do believe this is a game show, although I think it's a very old-fashioned game show. I definitely haven't seen this one. But yeah, I want to say it's like from the 50s or 60s or something. Yeah, let's take a peek at this next one too. I'm kind of liking this game show theme we're on here. Absolutely, 100% positive. So this is when you're really sure about something. Yeah, I think we're going to need more crossing help on this one. Is this going to be another oldie game show here? Bugs Bunny or Wile E. Coyote? That could be a cartoon character. Burden to bear is onus. Yeah, that's kind of like usually a figurative burden to bear. Wild guess could be a stab. But there's a bunch of stabs being taken in these game shows that we're dealing with today. So this is you bet your... Is it you bet your life? I mean, that's definitely the common phrase I would want it to be. I've never heard of this game show, I don't think. To tell the truth. Damascus's land is in Syria. Yeah, abbreviation for Syria. So what is this here? Submarine devices sonar. Yeah, that's their echolocation. ER staffers is registered nurses. Yeah, good. Okay, everything looks good there. All right, let's just make sure the life is right. Let's check out these crossing downs. Walkie blank should be walkie-talkie, right? Yeah. Louis Trees? Louis Quatorze and others? Oh, man. I don't recognize either of these names. These look like... Isn't this fun? They kind of look like they're based on numbers. This looks like it's kind of based on 3, right? Trays, and then Quatorze is almost looking like 4. I wonder if these are like French names that help you remember numbers or something. I don't know. These are very strange looking to me. Okay. Surf's partner on menus is Surf and Turf. Suffix with Smurf is Smurfette. Yeah, the one girl Smurf. So it's you, and this is another equivalent phrase, a more standard equivalent phrase here. I think would be aha. And then this is tea, it looks like. Oolong or Darjeeling. Yeah, those are both teas. Main line from the heart is aorta. Yeah, it's the big artery coming out of your heart. So what? Oh, yeah, these are numbers, right? Because this is Louis the Third, Louis the Fourth, right? In French, probably. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, I'm glad I was sort of close with that. So that would make them rois, the French word for kings, right? Nice, yeah, we just had the word for king in French sort of on yesterday's puzzle, but it was clued as a man's name, R-O-Y. Okay, gives a thumbs up is okays. Wandering. I think that should be roaming. Okay. Blank ally, that's high ally. This is the kind of Spanish-speaking country's favorite pastime. It's kind of like a ball game that you use little baskets on your hand to whip the ball back and forth. Okay, it looks like we've got a revealer here. 20, 32, or 40 across. Well, we know they're game shows, right? So it's looking like it might end in game show. I don't know what the beginning is going to be. I mean, they're famous game shows. I don't think these two are airing anymore, but this one's definitely still on television. All right, let's see if we can get some crossing help here. Something hailed on city streets. That should be a taxi. Is this going to be about Cleopatra here? Snakes symbolizing old Egyptian royalty. Not quite. But yeah, in the right ballpark. That is the asp. Yeah. Transmission by telephone. Could that be a fax? Facsimile. Camera lens setting is the f-stop. That is the focal length of the camera divided by the aperture. We learned that last week, I think, right? Yeah. It's a little complicated, but now we sort of know what it is. All right, beauty, brawn, or brains. That would be, each one of these would be an asset, right? Yeah, you wouldn't mind having any of those, or all three. Is this classic game show? Classic game show, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, that makes sense why these two are sort of older. And this one is old also. This one's just, it's just stuck around. So it's kind of, I think, more well known to people that are still kind of younger. So, okay. Yeah, so this is a pretty nice Monday theme. It's just like a bunch of old game shows and then coming up with equivalent themes that kind of mean the same thing, kind of rephrasing the title of the game show. So maybe this was like an alternate history. You Bet Your Life could have just been called Absolutely 100% Positive. Are you going to watch Absolutely 100% Positive tonight? I wouldn't miss it. Yeah. All right. So hip maybe could be chic. Debussy's Claire de Blanc, Claire de Lune. Oh man, I love this song. That's like one of the prettiest songs I've ever heard. It's just so lovely. All right, the Thin Man Pooch. Oh man. I think this was clued on a clue last week. It was like, I think it was in a New Yorker puzzle, actually. I think it was about a kind of terrier. I think the name of the dog in the Thin Man was Asta, if I remember right, based on that clue. Although this is looking wrong. Jumped. Yeah, that should be leapt. Okay, so it's not hit. Okay. Yeah. So this should be leapt. How a ballerina often dances. Yeah, on toe. I think we had that on yesterday's puzzle too. So this should be cool for hip, right? And then boots from political office is ousts. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I did remember that dog's name. Okay. What a puppy likes to do to toys and socks. They like to chew on them, right? Okay. Alternative to a drumstick. A wing. Yeah. Israeli statesman Abba. Oof, this is tough. There's been some tough proper nouns on this puzzle. I think the proper nouns today are harder than the ones that were on the Saturday puzzle. Jeez. Land east of the Yellow Sea. I guess that would be Japan. Southwestern tribe with a snake dance. Probably not an asp dance, but some other snake dance. I think that's Hopi. And then Mongolian desert is the Gobi Desert. Yeah. Another really hard cross here. Abba Eban? I've never heard of this person. I mean, Gobi Desert is something people should know, but still. Geez, two really nasty sections here in this Monday puzzle. Jacket fastener? Could be a snap, maybe? Start of every California zip code. That would be 9. Like 90210, right? Historical novelist Seton. Another really obscure proper noun. I don't know. I'm going to call this one obscure because I haven't heard of it. I mean, on a Monday, I think that's a good rule of thumb there. Historical. Historical. Some way of saying old. Land west of the Yellow Sea is China. Yeah, that's a nice little pair there. I like that a lot. China and Japan, although they're on the wrong sides. Japan should be over here and China should be over here, right? Okay, awards for Broadway's best should be Tonys. Tony Awards. Blood, blank, and tears should be blood, sweat, and tears. I wonder why this is capitalized. Is this the name of a band or something? I mean, the phrase should just be capitalized normally. It should just be a regular phrase, right? This must be some kind of group or something. Interesting. Pennies abbreviated could be cents. 1/100th of something. Historical novelist Seton is Anya. Man, yeah, I have not heard of her. Okay. Historical, I guess could be past. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's see if that does it for us. Nice. Okay, a Monday puzzle in 19. Wow. Okay, yeah, I mean, our time wasn't bad on this one, but I felt like the difficulty on this one was really cranked up. I mean, this proper noun wasn't too bad, but I feel like Gobi crossing Eban is really hard. This is all, for a Monday. Yeah, even Asta is pretty difficult, although I think the crossings are fair, so that should be gettable also. But this section really is very nasty. This skosh, I think, is very unusual. I think that's kind of more of a late week word. Oleg Cassini, I think all the proper nouns, except for Katie Kirk, is pretty familiar, I think. But Oleg Cassini, I think I've seen his name on puzzles before, but still, I would count him as fairly obscure. And then, yeah, this one I think is fairly obscure too. Man, I'm not mad to see them on puzzles, but I just think for like a Monday, it's a little too hard. This knot is very tricky, yeah. But enough of me carping about proper nouns. Let's talk about the theme. I think the theme is good for a Monday. Yeah, it's just 3, it's not that many, but They're all pretty solid. They're all classic game shows, which is why I kind of haven't heard of the last two. I think I've heard of this one, definitely. I don't think I've heard of this one. But then this is a nice revealer here. Yeah, so yeah, and I like kind of just making them into equivalent phrases as a gimmick. That's a nice kind of solid early week theme idea. So yeah, and then as far as the rest of the fill, I think it was fine. A little bit of small stuff like F'd, some abbreviated stuff. And then like this highlight, that's a little hard from Monday also, I think. Yeah, this one played a little, I mean, this could maybe be, if it wasn't for like the kind of easier theme, I think this could be like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Yeah, but I loved this Japan-China pair. That's a really nice clue. And you know, you've got the Japan with the Japan loanword skosh, so it's a nice little mini theme too. And I'd like to see PETA on there. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed solving this classic game show puzzle with me. I hope we will win some fabulous prizes. And yeah, I'm going to be coming back at you tomorrow for the Tuesday puzzle. All right, I think that's going to do it for now. I'll see you next time.